enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Wait, that. Wait, 20!
Mike, we do what? It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
No,
they fake the handoff. Now Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
51 for Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
From the 41, Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Throwing is Brady on third down. This is White on the screen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
For conventional football, Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Brady now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Edelman was the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey!
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially this.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Go Bandit!
Brady now on first down. Incomplete.
Wait, that round 80.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, and that takes us from second to third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Brady again here on second and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it when it's time you wanna Christ.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at New Era Field in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here's the first carry of the game for the former Eagle, LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to be dropped following a pick. Up a 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Allen going to leave it on the draw for McCoy. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought it worst. Quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
40. Hey, wahoo!
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Watch the run. They're running it.
Sunday.
Mike 50. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he's going to go for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Now a play fake. Wentz. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On 2nd and 10, Allen, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Howard has the first down and then some. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 80. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down,
Mike, 49. I'm here all day.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Bills' 43-yard line.
Here we go. Back. Waiting.
Check back.
Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. 120.
Everyone go.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On play action, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. A gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Wentz now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Running with Howard. Big hold to the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. For a running back, that's kind of depressing, right? You get all that yardage, but still no first down.
Well, it was a mile, maybe a mile and a half to the first down mark.
Yeah.
So he did all he could to get there. A little disappointing at the end, but boy, they gave it a great effort, didn't they? Got to give a little respect for that, don't you?
And he really helped his yards per carry average, that's for sure.
Yeah, quietly, he'll take that.
Throwing now is Wentz, eluding the pressure right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Here we go. 180! The Grace 87!
On first down, they run with Howard. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go with Howard again. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, Alpha!
Now Wentz on third down. Flushed out right. And Jeffrey's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And they see right through that. Down to the backfield. He'll wind. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Mike 319. Mike 54. Rabbit.
On play action, Allen. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Bills send the punter out. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work,